The tools.
Hang on, there are these really cool things that I want to show you. Whoa!
Whoa, look how many things you got all at once. Your dad's gonna be so angry when he sees what you did with all of his tools.
I'm gonna put them all right back where they were.
And where were they? Open the box and you'll see. It's neat. There's a special place in there for each one of the tools. Try hammering in a nail or drilling a hole with your bare hands. There's no way. But with the help of the proper tools, it's a piece of cake. But of course, that's only if you know how to use them. Tools need proper care. If the head of a hammer is loose or a drill is dull, then you shouldn't work with them. It's dangerous. And when you're done working, put the tools back in their places, or you'll be tearing your house apart trying to find them the next time you need them.
Huh. The pincers go here, and the wrench goes over there.
This drill bit's too long for this spot. Let's see if it fits in this one.
Huh. Any idea what this tool is for?
For splitting wood or carving stone, that chisels what you want to own.
Wow, Simka, you're a real poet.
Now try to answer this little poem. When you have a thing to measure, this round tool is quite a treasure.
This tool, right?
I know what it's called. It's a measuring tape.
Let me measure you, Nolik. Wow, you've grown. You've almost reached 1 centimeter.
Class! I also have a rhyming riddle for you. What bangs a nail into the wall to make sure pictures never fall?
A hammer!
I was first, and the hammer goes right here.
And now I have one for you to guess. If you need to screw in screws, here's the tool that you should use.
A screwdriver! I was first, again.
You got it right.
All right, Tom Thomas, we better hurry. We still have a lot of tools here to get sorted out.
Humans, just like Fixies, use hundreds of different tools to do their work. Picking the right one depends on the task at hand. For instance, if you need to hammer in a nail, use a hammer. But you don't use a hammer for a screw. For that, there's a special tool called a screwdriver. A wrench is the tool for tightening nuts and bolts. A vise is used to hold a part in place, and a drill to drill a hole. If you need to cut a piece of wood, you should choose a saw. You could use a handsaw, for example, or a hacksaw. Different kinds of pliers can be used for snipping, gripping, or bending. If you need to smooth something down, you use a file. If you learn how to work with tools properly, you can build just about anything.
Looks like we did it, just in time.
Oh, and how about this?
Do you know what kind of tool that is? I don't know.
There's no place for it in here.
Just throw it out.
Come on, and what if my parents use it?
Looks like we did something wrong here.
My dad came home.
Tom Thomas!
I'm in here.
Hi there. Reading. Way to go, son. Huh? Oh! I don't get it. Where is it?
What?
I put a piece of metal under the table leg so it wouldn't shake, but it disappeared.
So that's where the tools place is.
Did you take it?
What? I didn't. It must be somewhere under the table.
And you look under the sofa.
All right.
What do you think he wants? He wants us to get that metal thing out of his dad's box. Come on, let's go. You got it.
Any luck?
Uh-uh.
Me neither.
I found it, Dad. It was under the table, just like I told you.
Huh. You were right. It's strange. How could I have missed it?
Maybe you're just, tired from working too much.
Maybe.
Didish.
What?
a new word, Tadish.
Tadish? I do like the sound of it.
The laboratory.
You've got to get to the school right away.
What did he say?
That we've got to get to the school.
How come? Did you hear why?
I didn't, did you? I wonder if Simka didn't go to school today.
Or if Nolik got into some kind of mischief?
Oh, I'm worried this is something serious.
La 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 la. And that's 5, 6. I like this hairstyle. 7, 8. Hi there.
Hello, Verda. Where's Grampus?
I'm not positive, but go and look in the chemistry area over there.
Over in chemistry?
Tell us, was Nolik doing anything wrong today?
Nolik? He's always fooling around.
Right. So we're not here for anything Nolik did.
Maybe something awful happened to him.
Like what?
Well, how about anything? This isn't just a school for Fixies. This is a laboratory. The laboratory where Professor Eugenius works is always humming. In the mechanical zone, Professor Eugenius tests all sorts of different devices to see how well they are made. In the chemistry zone, he conducts experiments on the quality and safety of food. In the electrical zone, he repairs electrical devices and checks their safety. Unfortunately, the professor can be absent-minded, and that can cause things in his laboratory to bubble, spark, or even explode.
Marcia, there's nothing to worry about yet.
But how can I not worry?
Digit, have you seen Nolik anywhere?
Do you know if anything's happened to him?
This is a laboratory here. Who knows what could happen to anyone?
Like what? What are you saying?
Like that. I told you, things happen here.
And where?
Let's go, quickly!
Marcia, no need to panic.
Tula, it's so good you're here. We really need your help.
What is going on?
There! Grampus! What?
Where?
In the mechanical zone, there! And Simka and Nolik? There! They're all there! Oh, my children!
Don't lose your head. Oh! Oh! Marcia is my wife, and the mother of our children, Simka and Nolik. Marcia is a real beauty, a kind and gentle soul, and a wonderful homemaker. She is also a very responsible and extremely skilled fixie. She is our family's expert in kitchen appliances and gadgets. Marcia works from morning till night, fixing and cleaning anything that is in need of her expert care, because she just loves when everything is clean and tidy. But most important for Marcia are her children. She takes loving care of Simka and Nolik and tries to protect them from harm. Marcia worries about them so much that sometimes her imagination gets carried away with what might have happened to them. Although our little Nolik can get himself into situations that even Marcia could never have dreamed of. Hang on tight! We'll save you!
Hey!
You're alive!
What's going on? I don't need to be saved from anything.
So it's Simka we need to save, not you?
I don't need saving either. I'm fine.
And what are you so worried about?
Everyone's alive. Then why did you make us come here?
I need you to help with a little accident we had.
Nolik, was this your fault?
Oh, no, it's not Nolik's fault. Quite the opposite. He was trying to help me fix it.
Papoose, we need you to help us with one of the pieces that we couldn't get back in place.
This one?
Tadish!
Oh, a perfect perfect repair.
Huh, that was really the only reason we had to rush here?
Why not? There was just no way we could let this wait, so I sent for you.
But Fire said...
Why fire? Why is it always fire?
How come you had to scare us so badly?
I'm not the one who scared you. You did that all by yourselves. The suction cup.
Where's Professor Eugenius? Did you see him?
Not yet.
Strange. He told me he'd be here today to conduct some tests.
Rampus, right here under the glass. There's a note.
Dear friends,
That means the note's for us. That's because Professor Eugenius can always count on us.
I'm off for a conference today.
So what should we do?
While I'm away, please keep an eye on each of my tests. There's the wristwatch.
And where is it?
It's right there. Look!
How come the watch is in the water?
So the fish can know what time it is? Nolik, don't be silly. This is the test he made for the watch. You see? It says water resistant right there on the back. That means that water shouldn't get inside of it. I see. So the professor needs to check if it will work underwater. Understand? Yep, I got it. The watch is working.
So now, the doorbell test.
We'll go look.
It's over there.
What's that thing doing? It tests the button to see how fast it wears out. To check the quality of appliances, toys, sporting goods, or just about anything, they need to undergo serious testing. Take, for instance, telephones. They need to be tested with both heat and cold because they have to work in places as hot as Africa and as cold as the Arctic. Computers are tested to make sure they can be shaken and rocked, too. That way you can be sure they'll work on a desk at home, or outside in the park, or while you're taking a ride. Different kinds of products need different kinds of durability tests. For example, athletic shoes and car tires are rubbed and squeezed over and over to see how long they are going to last. Yes, testing's very important. Without testing, a machine or appliance could let you down at the very worst moment.
If guests come to visit once a week, and once every month a hooligan comes, pushes the doorbell, and runs, then I figure this doorbell will last right around 400 years.
That's long. The doorbell is still working.
That's very good. And also,
What?
I don't know. We need to turn the note over to read the end.
But how? Oh, raise the glass, that's all. Hup, hup, hup. I can't get a hold of it.
We should find a suction cup.
A suction cup?
Suction cups are made out of rubber or other elastic materials. When a suction cup is pressed against a smooth surface, the air inside is squeezed out. The air outside wants to get back in, and so it pushes down on the cup. The rubber edge of the cup won't let the air leak in, so the outside air keeps pressing down, and the cup keeps on sticking. And that's how a suction cup sticks to a surface by using the power of air.
Wait a minute. I know where there's a really big suction cup that we could use.
That's a huge suction cup, Nolik.
Stiddies, stiddies, stiddies.
Well done, Nolik. Only we need to hurry before air gets under this suction cup and it unsticks.
My suction cup will never unstick. Well, let's see what it says here.
Simka, you'd better hurry.
And make sure nothing gets broken here in the laboratory while I'm away.
Huh, and what could get broken around here?
Ah, the glass, look out! Yeah, so much for that.
And who's going to clean up all this broken glass?
You don't know? Nolik. He told us to use that suction cup.
Simka, she was reading way too slow.
Listen, there's no need to fight. I came up with the idea of the suction cup. I should clean this.
Come on now, Grandpoos.
We'll clean up this mess.
Professor, I still think the suction cup was a great idea.
The motion sensor.
This part has to be replaced with one that's new.
I've got an idea. How about we run to the warehouse and get it? 'Cause you don't have time to go there.
And that way you can keep on working.
All right then. Only remember the code for the part.
A8375. I'll remember it for sure. Why is Elisa always there at the wrong time?
Do we have to wait till she goes away?
What for? We'll sneak out behind her. Did you find the part?
It's here. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Let's do it.
Professor Eugenius, you're in here. Do you know why this door just opened? And closed by itself?
Of course I know, Elisa. It's because I converted it into an automatic one. You see, I installed a motion sensor above it.
A motion sensor is like an electronic eye that watches everything that moves in front of it. Did you ever wonder how doors open by themselves at places like stores or at the airport? They open with the help of motion sensors. If the sensor sees that someone walks up to the door, it sends a signal to the door's electric motor. The electric motor opens the door and then automatically closes it after the person walks through it.
That man is just astounding. Only a bit untidy.
The door is automatic now? Then why didn't it open for us on the way here? 'Cause we're too little for that motion sensor.
But the part's bigger than we are. Big enough for the sensor to see it.
Then how do we get in there? We can fool that thing if we stay close by the wall.
Now let's keep this as close to the wall as we can.
This door is a little too automatic. And these parts are here again. Didn't I put them away?
The sensor still noticed us.
Here's what we gotta do. Let's break it. Why do we gotta break it? All we have to do is deactivate the unit.
Sensors are used to help people in all sorts of different situations. For instance, motion sensors notice when someone is moving so they can automatically open a door or turn on a light. Some automobiles are equipped with rain sensors. If it starts raining or snowing, the sensor automatically turns on the car's windshield wipers. There are also sensors that react to how much light there is. In the evening, when it gets dark, light sensors can be used to turn on street lamps. And in the morning, when it gets light again, the sensor switches them off. A smoke detector can sense when there's smoke inside. The sensor can be used to turn on a fire alarm or even an automatic fire extinguishing system.
I turned it off. That should do the trick.
Great job. Let's go. Professor Eugenius, mission accomplished.
Well done, Fixies. Actually, not that well. This part here is A7583.
Uh-huh.
And I asked for A8375.
Digit, didn't you say you knew the code number?
I did know it, but somehow forgot it. Digit, I can't believe that you forgot it.
All right, we'll just have to go out one more time.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'll get it this time.
I forgot to warn the professor that we've turned off the sensor. And I'm afraid he's expecting that the door will automatically open up. Professor! Stop! Forgive us, we didn't mean it.
The Manipulator.
Well, what do you say, Professor?
It couldn't be any more accurate. Our manipulator works just perfectly.
Good! So that means that we're free to go.
Great. See you later.
All right, finally. Now it's our turn to experiment with that manipulator.
And do you know how to operate this manipulator?
Why do you think we were spying? A manipulator is a kind of mechanical arm that people use for difficult or dangerous work. To control a manipulator, humans use a remote control or a joystick. The operator gives the command, and the mechanical arm grabs and moves the load. Some robotic manipulators don't even need to be steered by an operator. They're controlled by computers and can work without people being there at all, even on the moon. What is this button for? Uh-huh. How about this one? Uh-huh. Would you like to take a ride?
Right now?
You're scared.
Scared? Not one bit.
Then off we go.
Yeah, cool. Ha, this is totally awesome.
Well, hang on. This is gonna get even awesomer. Professor? Strange. What made this ladder just fall over? Ah! Am I crazy? Or is someone here? Oh, calm down. Calm down now. Poor Elisa. Yeah, you're completely overworked.
Whoa!
Ah! Who's here?
Achoo!
Hang in there, Nolik. I'll get you out of there. My compact's gone. Oh dear, what's going on? Ah! Stop this nonsense right now, or I'll call the police on you. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in... Ah! Where are you pulling me? I'm going to faint. I'm warning you. That's all. Goodbye. Ah.
Throughout the world, humans use manipulators for all sorts of work. In factories, manipulators are used to lift and move heavy loads. They can also hand out the parts needed for assembly or even attach these parts themselves. In hospitals, more precise manipulators are used by doctors to help perform operations. Manipulators are also used in places where the work is simply too dangerous for people. For instance, where there are deadly chemicals, or places where humans can't get to easily, like somewhere underground where there isn't enough space to move, or deep under the water. Or in outer space where there's absolutely no air to breathe. So you see, mechanical arms are helpful in all sorts of places where humans are unable to reach things with their own arms.
Hang on, Nolik. How can I get that thing open? Ugh, I got it!
Yes? Who's there? Ah! What's going on?
Achoo!
Nolik? What are you doing in there?
Achoo! We just took a little test flight.
Is this yours? Lisa!
Professor, you genius. I was attacked by a crazy arm.
The manipulator. It's your imagination.
Look, it's come back.
Stop, I'm telling you.
Professor, you genius. It heard what you just said.
Calm down, it's okay. It was a little malfunction, but I took care of it.
You are just astounding.
And don't think that I'm through with you.
With me?
With you? No, with the manipulator. Let's go, Elisa.
Yeah, let's go, Professor.
Great job, Fire.
And why fire?
The talking doll.
Well then, now you know what you need to do to fix it.
Professor!
Our lesson is over.
I'm sorry to be a bother.
No problem, Professor, you genius. Our lesson's over.
I've got an urgent matter. You see?
You've got yourself a talking doll.
Yes, only she speaks Japanese. The problem is I've been asked to get her to talk in English.
We can teach her.
It's a new technology. I'm puzzled.
Don't you worry. We'll figure it out, Professor.
Thank you, my colleague. You're always there when I need it. What would I do without you?
Professor, can you tell us how toys talk?
Not now, children. We'll learn about the doll tomorrow. Now it's time to go home.
I already know everything about that doll.
You do?
Changing her voice is so easy that anyone can do it.
How?
Here, come, I'll show you. Early talking dolls used to work with a noisemaker inside. When the doll was turned over, air inside the noisemaker got pushed through a squeaker at the end of it, making a noise that sounded like the word mama. Mama. Funny. Today, the noises are recorded onto an electronic chip that's part of a little player inside of the doll. Just press a button and the sounds start playing. So now dolls can say much more than just mommy or daddy. They can say anything at all. Well, here's the chip. This is where the recording of the doll's voice is.
That's awesome. Can you re-record the voice on there?
Well, yeah. Okay, I gotta go.
See ya. Wait, Nolik, I thought of a really funny joke to pull. What if we slipped them and then we do something?
Well, now, as I promised yesterday, I'm going to tell you all about talking dolls. Some start talking when you rock them, while others react to noise. And for this little lady, you need to press a button to get her to talk. Who wants to?
Tula.
Me? Well, okay, I can do it.
Go ahead. And you'll hear her say, "Hi there, Mama." But in Japanese for now.
Tula. Is that Japanese for hi there?
Tula! Why are you hiding a picture of Digit in your pocket mat?
How could she ever know that?
Maybe you're in love?
That doll is alive!
They call that joking.
I just thought of a better joke that we can play.
Yeah.
What?
Tula, don't cry. She's not alive.
She is alive.
I'll tell you who did this horrible thing. It was Fire and Nolik.
It's true, but now the joke will be on them.
How?
It's easy. All we gotta do is go. The smartest Fixie in our class is Digit. Sometimes I think that he knows everything about everything. Professor Grandpas has a lot of respect for him. Digit's always in thought whenever you see him, and he doesn't like when anyone distracts him. He just has no time for fooling around with the other boys. Digit prefers to solve problems using his brains and not his muscles. That's why he can have a tough time in gym class. But he's so sweet that it makes you want to help him. To tell you the truth, Digit isn't always great fixing things with his own hands. But no one understands technology better than he does. If something breaks, Digit can always figure out exactly what's wrong with it and the very best way to fix it.
We're gonna make it even funnier this time.
You came back?
What?
You troublemakers. Now I'll show you what happens to bad boys who hurt girls' feelings. Oh, you got scared.
Who's crying now, huh?
They probably thought that the doll came to life.
You know what, Digit? I just started thinking that it might be better if she were alive.
You know, Tula, you sure are hard to please.
The Pack-A-Mat.
Simka, can I have the Pack-A-Mat? I'd like to practice with it a little before the exam.
Take it. You're really good with that thing.
Good. I couldn't be any worse with it. I wanted a vacuum cleaner.
Actually, you were pretty close there. You did manage to get the hose at least.
This is not at all funny.
In order to get a tool out of a Pac-Man, a Fixie must not only press the button on his chest, but he must also clearly picture exactly the tool he needs. By the time they are adults, this is easy for Fixies to do. But while they're children, they must study hard to master this important skill. As Fixies learn about new tools, they take exams to prove they know how they work. And if they pass an exam, the new tool is added to their Pack-A-Mats. And there's no end to what you can find inside. Screwdrivers, hammers, ladders, vacuums, and even soldering irons. But many of the tools that Fixies use look quite different from the ones that humans have. And the reason for this is very simple. It's because Fixies have to fix appliances that are much bigger than they are.
I just wish I knew which tool was gonna be on that exam.
I got it. You just stay right here. Grandpoos.
What?
On the exam, which tool are you gonna ask about?
It's a secret.
It's too bad.
But I'm sure you can keep a secret, right?
Of course.
Then I'll tell you. Today's exam is on pliers, you see? You won't tell anyone, will you?
Not a chance.
I'll never pass it.
You will. He's gonna ask about pliers.
Huh? How could you know that?
It's a secret. Okay, Digit. See if you can get the pliers out of there.
A pair of pliers is a great tool indeed. To grab and turn things, it's the tool that you need. Just be careful how you use them, or your fingers you could bruise them. Pliers are a great tool indeed. Just be careful how you use them, or your fingers you could bruise them. Pliers are a great tool indeed.
Good going. You got it.
Thanks a lot, Nolik.
It's not really me you should be thanking. Grandpoos, thanks a lot.
For what?
The secret.
What secret?
About the pliers.
Oh, that! You know, I picked a new topic. I decided that a hammer will be the tool.
A hammer?
Only it's a secret.
I remember. The topic got changed. It's a hammer.
You sure about that?
Totally.
All right. I'll try to do it.
A hammer is a great tool indeed. To pound in nails, it is the tool that you need. Just be careful how you use it, or your finger you could bruise it. A hammer is a great tool indeed.
Super. I'm sure you're gonna pass.
That's only if he asks me about a hammer.
I'll be right back. Grandpoos, it's a hammer for sure?
Nah. A hammer would be way too easy for those kids. So now it is a drill.
A drill?
But only...
It's a secret! Now
drill is such a great tool indeed. To drill a hole, it is the tool that you need. Just be careful how you use it, or your finger, you could lose it. A drill is such a great tool indeed.
And if it's not a drill, right!
Hammers, wrenches, drills, screwdrivers, vices, mallets, saws, and pliers. All of these are super duper great tools, yes indeed.
That's all. That's enough of this. I'll just go and take the exam. Yeah.
Digit, come on in.
Professor, well, what do you want to ask me on today's exam?
Nothing, you already passed.
What? You mean you're not going to ask me anything at all?
No need. You're excellent at getting tools out of a pack-a-mat.
But how could you know that?
That's a secret. And we Fixies sure know how to keep secrets.
The Kaleidoscope.
Tom Thomas, when are you gonna give me a peek at your new ball? I just can't wait.
I told you, you can see it as soon as I hang it up. You're not peeking, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh!
So can I look at it now?
Sure, take a look.
Which one?
This one.
You broke it. It's okay. Don't be sad. I know what to do. Tom Thomas, look inside the kaleidoscope.
What for? I looked already.
Come on, there's something in there I'm sure you've never seen.
Whoa.
Cool, isn't it?
What is it?
It's my own invention, a pirate kaleidoscope. Glass, right?
Uh-huh. It's great. I really like it.
Tom Thomas, hi there. I heard that you got a pretty ball to hang on the tree. Shh. Can I see it?
It's right there.
Where?
There.
No. Oh, that's just terrible.
Why'd you do that, Simka? Come on now, I just cheered him up.
How? Tell me.
With the kaleidoscope, remember what Grandpa's taught us?
Do you know what makes a kaleidoscope have such beautiful patterns? Ah, it's because pieces of multicolored glass are tumbling around in there. And it's also because it has mirrors inside. Usually there are 3 of them, and they are arranged facing each other. That way, each piece of glass makes many, many reflections that create the kaleidoscope's beautiful symmetrical patterns. By the way, you can put just about anything you want inside a kaleidoscope, and each different thing makes its own special pattern. Yes, there are all kinds of kaleidoscopes. Some with buttons inside, some with flowers, and even some that are filled with insects. Once, a very rich man had a kaleidoscope made with precious stones inside. Yeah, it probably wouldn't have been nearly as beautiful if he had just filled it up with money.
Tom Thomas, look inside the kaleidoscope.
I already saw it. It's pirates.
Nah, it's not about pirates.
We changed it. Go on, look and see.
Wow.
You like it?
A lot. Hey, what did you put in there?
A few pieces of the ball that you smashed.
It's even better for Christmas, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That didn't work at all.
Merry Christmas! We came to take a look at that splendid new Christmas...
Oh, what's wrong?
Oh, don't even ask us that.
I've got it.
Tom Thomas!
What?
Look inside the kaleidoscope!
Again? I don't want to.
And I'm telling you, you've got to.
Fine. Cool, yeah.
Merry Christmas!
Thanks so much.
Now don't you feel good again?
Yeah, it's really something.
And you're the first human in the world that's ever seen it. How about that?
Turn it! It's great, isn't it?
Wondrous designs that tickle the eye in the
Hi, everybody. Tom Thomas, I came to look for myself at that beautiful Christmas...
It's okay. What's more important? Having such awesome friends? Or some ball hanging from a tree?
The Stain.
Tom Thomas, what's going on? If you really want to watch TV, then you gotta turn it on first.
I'm not watching it, I'm looking at my reflection. I'm working on a self-portrait.
And which shelf will you be painting in your shelf portrait?
It's not a shelf portrait, it's called a self-portrait. It's when an artist draws or paints a picture of himself.
Of himself? Ha! You think you've got muscles like this superhero I see here on this paper?
How can I see exactly what my muscles look like? And anyway, let the artist do his work.
Tom Thomas, your shirt! There's a spot!
Oh no!
Wipe it off, quickly!
It's even worse, so now what?
What we really need is Marcia.
Ordinary dirt can be cleaned off with a brush or washed off with water. But there are stains that are not that easy to get rid of. Stains from fruit need to be soaked in hot water first. Blood stains, on the other hand, should never be washed in hot water. You can clean stains from paint or rust as well. Only for those, you'll need to use a special stain remover. But stain removers should only be used with the help of a parent or other adult that knows how to use them safely.
Hey, I know a great way to do it. What do you use to get rid of pencil marks?
An eraser. Only this shirt isn't paper.
And so what? Let's try it. What's the harm?
Now I've got 3 colors to get off.
New idea. We should paint over it with this correction pen.
With whiteout?
Yeah!
That was a bad idea.
Now I got it. You have to use some water.
The wash should be better, don't you think?
No, you can't wash whites with colors. And you've got a white shirt with colors all over it.
Then how about if we try some more water?
How much more can you use?
Any more ideas?
You know what? It's possible we did something wrong.
Everything you did was wrong. You should have used a spot remover to clean off that stain.
A spot remover? No way!
Oh, take a look at it, Simka. I think it's marvelous. They painted that white shirt so nicely.
Tula is Simka's best friend. She's very tall, almost as tall as Papoose. Yeah, she's the tallest one in her class. And she's strong, too. Tula loves to laugh, and she does it louder than everybody. That's just the way she is. Cheerful and kind. Ready to help anyone who needs it, and making sure her friends are getting along. Of course, I don't like that she treats me like a baby, especially since she's the one that's a scaredy cat. She can even get scared of a cute little spider. And she believes in all sorts of silly superstitions and horoscopes. Tula will believe anything you tell her, which is really great because it makes it so easy to play tricks on her. But she takes it all in good fun. That's because she's Tula.
It was on purpose, wasn't it?
Well, yeah.
Tom Thomas, no! Your mom will punish you for just one of them. And now you're gonna make more stains?
Don't worry, Nolik. I forgot that this is an old shirt, and I'm allowed to get it all dirty if I want.
And I tried so hard to clean it.
Put another spot there. And over here. One in the middle. And a line over there. Splendid. That looks great. And how about down there?
Wow, it's like fireworks.
Splendid. There's a name for this style of painting, and properly speaking, it's an abstract painting. They have lots of lines and spots, and everyone sees whatever they want in them. Yeah, look! A golden ball by the river!
And there's Tom Thomas with an F on his report card.
Tom Thomas, what did you do to your room? And your shirt?
You know what they call it? It's, abstract art.
There's something good in it. I like it. Abstract art. Isn't it great?
Ah, my little artist. The instructions.
It doesn't work.
Try putting it in the other way. Did you read the instructions?
Why would I? Instructions are for dummies.
Yeah, instructions are for dummies. All right.
Oh, what's going on?
Whoa! My battery! Instructions teach us how to do things right. Instructions for a piece of furniture explain how to put it together. With the instructions for a television, we can adjust the picture and sound the way we like them. Printed on a box of oatmeal are the instructions for how to cook it. The instructions for medicines tell us what the medicine is for and how to safely use it. So always read the instructions if you want to do things right and avoid a lot of problems.
I found it. Here it is.
Here you go, Tom Thomas.
Whoa.
We got your new chair, but it has to be assembled, and I'm afraid it'll be a little bit difficult for you.
No, it won't. Don't worry, Dad. I'll do it.
Finish before dinner, and we'll get ice cream tonight.
A creamsicle. 2, okay?
First, assemble the chair.
Tom Thomas, can I help you put the chair together?
Come on.
Hey, first you two need to read the instructions. Simka, stop being such a bore.
What, like I haven't seen a chair?
Or like I haven't seen a chair?
Well, Tom Thomas, you done? Dinner's ready. Let's go.
Oh, Dad, no. I need another 2 minutes. Simka, help me.
How?
What does it say I have to do in the instructions?
Ah, I thought you could do it without him. All right, I'll help you. Let's see. Take this part over here and that one over there. Nolik, get a screw. No, the longer one. It's over there.
The very first stools and benches appear as far back as ancient Egypt. The pharaoh's stool was special because it had a back. It is thought that the pharaoh's stool was actually the first chair. For a long time, a chair was considered a luxury. Rich noblemen would bring their own chairs to parties. And the more important the man, the higher the back of his chair. It wasn't until the 19th century that chairs became part of every house. Today, there are just so many different kinds of chairs. There are wooden chairs, plastic chairs, metal chairs, chairs with legs, chairs with wheels, folding chairs, baby chairs, just all sorts of chairs. Well, how could people sit down at the table with no chairs?
Ooh, I think we'll make it.
Screw it in, quickly.
Nolik, we need one more screw.
But there aren't any.
There is, you gotta find it.
I already looked everywhere.
Tom Thomas, time's up.
Nolik, you have to help.
How?
Just for a minute, that's all. Turn into a screw.
If it's only a minute, I'll do it for you.
I'm done.
You built it. Huh. Great job, son.
Mom, see how I won the bet?
Can you believe it? He put the chair together.
You're so brilliant.
Go on, have a seat.
Oh!
Huh?
Whew.
Now I see. You missed a screw.
But I screwed it in. It must have what?
Must have what?
Look. Here it is. Now this screw's not going anywhere. And that ice cream you won? Well, you just lost it.
Well then, Mr. Chair Builder, time for dinner?
Yeah, in a sec. Where is that Nolik?
He ran away.
What a traitor.
No, he's not. He promised you he'd become a screw for just a minute. And the minute was up.
Well, where is he then?
Over there. He's studying the instructions for the clock. Hey, Tom Thomas, it says that we put the wrong kind of battery into the clock. We should have used that kind. You see, Tom Thomas? If you don't want to be a dummy, instructions are for you.
The level.
Tom Thomas, I'm really sorry. The movie this weekend, I have to cancel.
You do?
I need to go to Africa for work. I leave tomorrow.
Oh, cool. You think I could go with you?
To Africa? Can you even find it on the map?
Africa. Here we go.
No, you're still too little. When you grow as tall as the top of Africa, then I'll take you with me.
Here, there,
Tom Thomas, what you doing down there?
I want to know if I'm as tall as the top of Africa, or not.
Well, do you know your height? Okay, then let's measure you and mark how tall you are. You just need to hold the book, all right?
Simka, how do we measure what's higher? The top of Africa or this line over here?
It's a tough one. We need a piece of flexible, clear tubing. Oh, I can get it for you. I know where it is. And we'll build a simple tool to find out the answer. It's called a water level. Let's do an experiment. First, we'll pour water into 2 bottles. A little bit more into one, and a little less into the other. Now we'll connect them with a tube so that the water can flow between them. You see? The water flows and flows, and then it stops. It stops when there's the same amount of water inside of both bottles. And if we do this with a simple tube, it becomes a useful tool called a water level, in which the water on both sides is always the same height. I'm gonna watch the water level on this end, all right? Be careful how you lift it, or the water can get out. Nolik, what's going on? The water inside the tube is even with the line. There you go, Tom Thomas. Where the water is right now is how tall you are. And? Well, it looks like Tom Thomas isn't quite tall enough for Africa.
What if we hold the tube a little higher?
You can try if you want, but the water's gonna stay where it is. See? The water level on your side always stays the same as on the other side.
I'm not getting that tall for a while yet.
And what if we just lower the map a little? That wouldn't be honest.
But it would be clever.
There are a lot of great proverbs, but my favorite one is measure twice, cut once. And to measure things right, you need measuring tools. The simplest one is a ruler. With its help, we can find out the length of an object. A watch can tell us how much time has passed. A speedometer shows us how fast we are moving, like in a car or on a bike. An electric meter keeps track of how much electricity we are using. A decibel meter can tell us who is screaming or stomping louder. And a beam compass is used to accurately measure the size of a coin or a hole. We couldn't get by without wonderful tools like these. If we didn't measure the things we are building carefully, everything around us would just come loose and fall apart. Uh-oh.
Dad! Dad! Look, Dad.
That's strange. Looks like you are a little taller.
Does that mean you'll take me with you?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yay!
But everyone who goes to Africa has to get vaccinated. You're okay with that, aren't you?
I need vaccinations to go? Are you sure?
Yeah, there's one against malaria, tsetse fly, crocodile bites. Altogether, there are 10 shots.
10 shots?
Yeah, 10.
Oh. Dad, you know, I was joking. After you left the room, I moved the map down.
Okay, I see. And I was joking about all those shots you need.
What? You mean you don't need to get shots?
You gotta, just not 10.
So how many? 9 of them. There's no vaccination anywhere to stop a crocodile from biting you.
The oven.
Now here he is, our death-defying acrobat.
Nolik, don't!
I'm not Nolik, I'm an acrobat. You're going to fall. I'm not going to. I see. Every single time with him, it's the same old story. He gets himself into trouble, and I've got to get him out of it. No, I'm falling. Whoa! Hold on! I'm just joking. Nolik, you're a knucklehead. Simka, Tula,
We're down here!
Look who's in trouble this time, huh? This isn't funny at all. Need some help? We can manage this ourselves. Right, Tula? Well, all right then. See you later. We gotta get out of here.
Tom Thomas's mom is coming!
Hide! Hi, Tom Thomas.
Hi, Nolik. Are you up for a ride? Because this train's leaving the station.
Nice place.
It's the oven.
It's beautiful in here and not hot at all. Splendid.
It isn't hot right now because it only started warming up. An oven is a cabinet with a heater. It can get so hot inside that it'll roast whatever's in there. As a matter of fact, that's what ovens are for. People roast meat inside of them and bake things too. Some ovens burn gas for heat and others use electricity. They have special electric coils that get red hot and heat everything that's inside the oven. So be careful around ovens. A hot oven can burn you very badly.
It really is getting so hot.
We gotta get out of this oven right away!
Simka, we're about to get roasted in here.
Yeah, inside of a fresh-baked Fixie cake.
I don't want to.
You think I do? Here, grab on tight. This way.
Be careful, you'll fall off.
You're just like Simka. She told me the same thing, and then she was the one who fell. Right into the batter. Together with Tula.
What? They both fell in the dough?
Oh, yeah. And they're probably still stuck in there, too.
Tom Thomas, the cake's fresh out of the oven. Do you want to try some?
Where could they be, huh?
I don't know. Maybe they're inside the cake. They could have turned into screws.
We gotta find them.
Hey, what are you doing? Eat. Stop playing.
Hey, watch out. You could break your teeth.
The first ovens in ancient homes were nothing more than simple fire pits where people cooked on hot coals. Later on, the stove was invented. Every house had a stove made out of stone, clay, or cast iron. People would burn wood or coal in them. These stoves produced enough heat to make soup or bake a cake. And then in the 19th century, the gas stove was invented. Gas stoves are much more practical than wood-burning stoves. 1 second and the gas is burning. A few more minutes and the water's boiling. They're very convenient, but they can also be dangerous because if the pipes aren't in good condition, there can be an explosion. Today, there are also stoves and ovens that run with electricity. They use electric heating elements for frying, boiling, or baking foods without fire at all.
Thomas, I think you'll explode.
But it's so incredibly good. I just can't stop eating it.
Keep chewing, Thomas.
That's as much as I can chew.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Up to? We're trying to save you.
You're not in the cake? Then how come I was eating all of this? I hate cake.
Maybe it's because that's what good friends do.
Yeah, he's a good friend who's got a really good appetite.
The shadow play.
Oh, hi there, Thomas. What are you doing here?
I dropped a paper clip.
Give me some light. Huh. What's so funny, huh? We're trying to help you out.
You've got funny shadows, that's what.
Hey, check this out.
It's an eagle.
And Simka is a goose.
She looks more like a moose.
I do, huh? All right, and take that.
You're like real actors performing in a show.
Uh-huh. Actors playing a theater, you know. And we're just under a bed. And so what? How about we make our very own theater? A theater with shadows. Class! Thomas, we need a piece of paper, a huge sheet. It's really quite easy to make your own shadow theater. You can make the screen out of a white sheet or a big piece of paper. Next, make sure the room is dark and shine a desk lamp at the screen. Now, to make the shadows, just put yourself or a cardboard cutout between the lamp and the screen. Your shadow or the shadow of your puppets will come to life. But make sure that the audience sits on the other side of the screen. The play will be much more magical for them from that side. Thomas, light! Oh, wow! Simka, you look totally like the real Red Riding Hood.
Hello, dear granddaughter.
Hello, dear grandmother. Grandmother, what very big eyes you've got.
The better to see you with, my dear.
Nolik, come on, we're rehearsing. The wolf's voice is funny. Grandmother, I never noticed what very big teeth you've got.
They're so much better to eat you with, my dear. Yum, 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 yum.
Let them out, wolf. Or I'll get them out, myself.
Ha ha! You'll stop me with that little stick?
Hey, that's not in the fairy tale.
But in the fairy tale, it's a normal hunter.
And what do you think I am?
Look for yourself. You're way too small to be the hunter.
Fine, then go do your play without me.
Well, I guess I'll have to make the hunter out of paper then.
That's all. Take a break.
I'm really thirsty. She was so salty, that grandma.
Nolik, don't be upset. The wolf is huge and I'm so little. Then let's make you bigger. You see? Now you're bigger. Yeah, you're right. And if we go back here, then I'm even bigger. Now you know. If you go back here near the lamp, your shadow will get bigger on the screen. Class!
There are just so many different kinds of theaters in the world. In the dramatic theater, the actors speak the lines of the playwright. At the opera, the actors don't speak their lines. They sing them, accompanied by an orchestra. And here at the ballet, the performers don't speak or sing their parts. Here, the story is told with dance. There are also theaters where the performers are animals. In an animal theater, you can watch performances by cats and dogs, or goats and pigeons, or even bears and seals. There are also theaters where the stories are told by puppets. To tell the truth, the puppets are brought to life with the help of people. Yes, there are so many different kinds of theater. My favorite is the shadow theater. I think it's the most beautiful and mysterious theater of them all.
Hello, dear grandmother. Grandmother, what very big eyes you've got.
The better to see you with, my dear.
And grandmother, what great big sharp teeth you've got.
Oh, the better to eat you up with, my dear.
Ooh, just wait. Aha, Wolf, I've got you.
The hunter looks so strong.
You're a hunter? Then where's your gun?
Why do I need a gun? You're so tiny I could use a fly swatter. But I'd rather do it like this.
Like what?
With my bare hands.
Way to go!
Hooray! Splendid! Who was your favorite? Mine was the grandmother.
Well, I think Red Riding Hood was the best.
For me, the hunter. He was so mighty and so fearless.
And for me, the special effects.
The prosthesis.
Simka, over here. Take a look at what I found. It's a bear.
Ooh. What bear did you find, Nolik?
You know, it's the one Tom Thomas told us about. He was his best friend in the whole wide world. Until he became friends with you and me.
Uh-huh. Let's try to wind him up. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Now walk, Teddy. Go on, Teddy. Yeah. Oh, no. Poor little teddy bear. They ripped his leg and didn't care.
We didn't rip his leg. It was already broken.
It's all clear. A compound fracture.
Then why don't we fix him? Tom Thomas will be so happy.
Wait, it's not going to be that easy to repair it. We'll need a prosthesis. The human body is built around a frame of bones and joints. And if you break one of the bones, it'll usually heal by itself. The broken bone will grow back together, and you'll be back to normal. But sometimes bones or joints can break so badly that it's impossible for them to heal. When this happens, they have to be replaced with an artificial part called a prosthesis. A prosthesis can replace more than a bone or a joint. It can be made to replace a whole arm or a leg.
And where are we going to get a prosthesis?
I'm positive we can get it from Professor Eugenius.
You're right. Help is on the way. Hello, Professor Eugenius.
Ah, I'm pleased to see you, dear children. How do you do?
Hi there.
Professor Eugenius, can you make a prosthesis?
What, have you broken something?
No, not us. It was the bear. He broke his leg.
What bear?
The teddy bear that used to be Tom Thomas's friend.
Ah, now I see.
Today, with the help of modern prosthetics, more is being replaced than just arms and legs. For example, if you lose a tooth, it can be replaced with an artificial one. That's also a prosthesis. And there are times when a person starts losing their vision because the lens in their eye gets foggy and can't focus. For this, there's another kind of prosthesis, a new clear artificial lens. A prosthesis can also be used to help people with poor hearing. A tiny device can be put inside of somebody's ear so they can hear what's going on. And that's not all. People have also learned how to treat a sick heart by replacing its worn-out parts with prostheses. What fantastic inventions these prostheses are. It's amazing what they can do. They help people live a full life.
Professor, Is it working out?
We'll know soon enough. Done. Here you go.
Thanks so much for your help, Professor Eugenius.
Not at all. Take care, kids.
In gadgets and devices, our work will never end. Appliances are fickle, they need a loyal friend. At morning, noon, and midnight of every single day. When there is an emergency, you know we're on our way. 1, 2, 3. Inside we'll be all day and night. We fix things right.
Well, now this old friend of Tom Thomas's will be just like new, Nolik.
Simka, if Tom Thomas makes friends with the bear, then what? Will he stop being friends with us?
Hi, everybody.
Hi there.
Oh, my teddy bear. You found him for me. And you fixed him. Ah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, it's just like Grandpoo said. A friend that's old is better than 2 that are new.
Who's new and who's old?
Well, the bear is old.
And we're new.
Nolik, it's not true. You're the Fixies, guys. You're my very, very best friends in the whole wide world.
Teesh!
The Keycard.
Whoopa!
Well, Professor Eugenius, your kennel's back in action.
Teesh!
Ah, why, thank you. I've been longing for a cup of tea. Yes.
There's no tea left in here.
Then I'll go ask Lisa if she has some.
Look! Professor Eugenius! You forgot the key! The key! Don't close the door! Simka, you must be joking. That's a key. This is nothing but a plastic card. But it is a key. A special kind. It's called a Keycard. To open up a combination lock, you need to enter a code in the correct order. That means if you can't remember the code, you can't open the lock. But if the lock uses a key card, there isn't any code to memorize because the code is held inside the card's memory, and the lock can read the code from the card. Of course, key cards don't work with any lock. They have to be smart locks that are able to read electronic codes. When the smart lock reads the correct code, it opens right up.
Lisa, do we have any tea here?
Of course, Professor Eugenius.
Wonderful. I'll take one bag then. Oh, I left my key inside the lab. Can I borrow yours?
Just don't forget to give it back.
Of course I'll give it back. Come on, Elisa. I got myself a tea bag.
Professor Eugenius, the water's boiling.
Fantastic. Ta-ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Ch-ch-chai. Wait a second. Oh no. I was supposed to give something back to Elisa.
Why don't you go and ask her?
Right. I'll be right back.
Professor Eugenius! That's card number 2 now.
Elisa, I promised you something, didn't I?
Yes, the key. You said you'd return it.
Yeah, sure. Let me get it. Just a sec. Oh, I locked it in the lab.
It's terrible. How will you ever get back into the laboratory now?
You see, there is one way, but it's a secret. Would you mind leaving for a couple of minutes? Colleague, Professor, can you do me a little favor? The key. I think I left it on the table.
Yeah, right. It's true. So how do we solve this?
I need to think about it. What's there to think about? We just have to go and push it under the door.
You think you can do it?
Yeah! It's time to get to work.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, were you just calling for me?
Yeah, no, Lisa, not for you.
It's so heavy.
Do you know where Digit ran off to? Ow!
Digit's off somewhere thinking. He's always doing that when it's time to work. Hard to port. Hard to starboard.
Way to go, Nolik.
Then who were you talking to?
Actually...
Oh, what's that?
Where? What?
What was that?
Come on, let's try again.
Look, do you see that?
It's telekinesis. It's the power to transport things with your mind.
You are just astounding. Was that done with your mind, too?
The door? Yeah, sure.
You are a genius.
Professor Eugenius is a very talented scientist and a dear old friend of the Fixies. He always helps the Fixies, and the Fixies are happy to help him too. Professor Eugenius let the Fixies set up their school right here at his laboratory. It's hard to imagine a better place for a Fixie school. People from all over the city bring all sorts of things to the laboratory to be tested, from computers, phones, and furniture to food and toys. Professor Eugenius uses his expertise to check the quality of all these different things. To help him carry out his experiment, his laboratory is filled with a variety of tools and machines. Yes, Professor Eugenius is a very smart man, but he can be absent-minded. Lucky for him, he's got us Fixies around.
Thanks for everything.
Sliding the keycard under the door? That was Simka's awesome idea.
But the door opened wide while the card was still on the floor.
That's strange.
There's nothing strange about it. I'm the one who opened it.
How?
I climbed in the lock, that's all. Figured out how it worked, and Tadish.
Very clever. That's a real Tadish. I guess that thinking before you go and fix something ought to be what we all study next.